Hello, my friends. This weekend I was at a Christian bookstore in Red Deer when I found this book called The Good for Nothing Puddle, and it's about finding God in the sadness and finding hope when you're stuck in the sad. And I think that's a really important message. So we're going to read this one today, and it is written by Jana Jackson and illustrated by Abby Jardos. And these are just some of the pictures at the beginning of the book. Ooh, now you know it's a good book when it's by Zonder Kids. Zonder makes good stuff. A lot of the stuff I read is by Zonder. Once there was a girl. She just playing with her balloon. Who lost someone she loved very much. Balloon floats away. Pardon me, there's a spider in my basement and my cat's trying to kill it. Oh, she got it. This filled her heart with sadness. She didn't like the way it felt, so she tried to push the sadness all the way down to her toes. But the sadness kept growing. She pushed and she stuffed, and she pushed and she stuffed. But the sadness grew and grew until it filled every part of her and burst from her eyes. Before long, a puddle formed around her feet. The puddle felt yucky and wet. The girl did not like it, not one bit. A puddle of tears forming around her. She tried to make the puddle go away, but it didn't work. She tried to disguise her puddle so that no one could see it, but she knew the puddle was always there. So she tried to run and hide from it, but the puddle followed her wherever she went. Exhausted and out of ideas, she decided to ask for help. I do not like this good-for-nothing puddle. It feels yucky and cold and ugly. God, will you please take my puddle away? And eagerly she waited, and waited, and waited, but nothing happened. Finally, anger began to rumble and tumble inside until she exploded out in a loud cry. Ah! God, where are you? Why aren't you helping me? She didn't think God was listening. She wondered if he cared at all. Moments later, a little puppy walked by and crawled into her lap. The puppy was smelly and dirty and couldn't see because of the mud that covered his eyes. So the girl took a handful of her puddle and washed the puppy's face. The puppy licked her on the cheek and bounced away. Dirty little puppy. Soon a farmer passed by and stopped near the girl to rest a while. The farmer had been working in the steaming sun and looked tired and hot. May I? The farmer asked politely as he bent down with his handkerchief. Sure, said the girl, but it's just a good-for-nothing puddle. That may be, said the farmer, but it's exactly what I need today. Later, an artist appeared. Can you help me? He asked. My paint is dried up, and I can't paint my masterpiece. Can't you see I'm stuck in this good-for-nothing puddle? Grumbled the girl. I can't possibly help you. I can't even help myself. Just then, they had an idea. The sun shined bright as they jumped and splashed in the puddle, and for a moment, the puddle was beautiful. The artist skipped away with his masterpiece in hand, and the girl began to wonder. She thought about her puddle. She thought about her puddle, how her puddle helped the puppy see more clearly. She thought about how her puddle helped the farmer feel better. She thought about how her puddle helped the artist paint his masterpiece. And she pondered the puddle and noticed something new starting to grow. Soon, she even began to feel happy. As the puddle grew still, the sun kissed her cheek. She wondered if God had been listening all along. And in her puddle, where she once saw only sadness, she now saw so many more beautiful things. She finally said, "You know, this good-for-nothing puddle just might be good for something." And that is the end. But really, it's just the beginning. Thanks for joining me. Let me know what you thought of that story, and we'll see you again next time. If you liked this video, hit the subscribe button. Bye.